This is another example for higher order derivatives, this time using the product rule. So given the function y equals x squared plus 6x to the power 3, find dy dx and d squared y dx squared. So find the first and second derivatives of this function. Let's start with the first derivative, dy dx. And when we do this, we're going to need to think about the chain rule. So this interior part is u. So really we could write it as y equals u to the third. And then we're going to need u prime, which would be the derivative of the inside there, which would be 2x plus 6. So dy dx is going to be equal to 3u squared, and we take the derivative of the function written this way, times u prime, which would be 3x squared plus 6x squared multiplied by u prime, or the derivative of the inside, which is 2x plus 6. Okay, so this is our first derivative. And now we're going to use that to find the second derivative. So one thing to note while we're thinking about our second derivative, d squared y dx squared, we're going to have to take the derivative of this function dy dx, and we have a product of functions there, so we're going to need to use the product rule to find the second derivative. And in the product rule, let's make this whole front function x, or f, so f is going to be equal to 3x squared plus 6x squared. And then the second function we'll make g. So g will be 2x plus 6. So for the product rule, we're going to need f prime and g prime. So f prime will be, again, we're going to think about the chain rule as we did taking the first derivative. I'm not going to explicitly state it this time, so we'll bring down the power of 2, multiply it to the 3 to get 6, x squared plus 6x to the first power. And then we need to multiply by u prime, or the derivative of the inside, which will be 2x plus 6. Okay, that's our f prime function for the product rule. G prime, the derivative of g, will just be 2. So now, when we write out d squared y over dx squared, we'll be doing f multiplied by g prime plus g multiplied by f prime. So that will be starting with f, which is 3x squared plus 6x squared multiplied by g prime, which is 2, plus g, which is 2x plus 6, multiplied by f prime, which is 6 times x squared plus 6x times 2x plus 6. And this is correct, but we can rewrite it a little bit more nicely. So we're going to rewrite it d squared y dx squared equals, multiply the 3 and the 2 here to get 6 x squared plus 6x squared for this whole first term. And then in this second term, we have again a 6. Normally we write numbers or coefficients in front, times, I notice that we have 2x plus 6 times 2x plus 6, which we can write as 2x plus 6 squared, multiplied by x squared plus 6x. And it's appropriate to leave our second derivative in this form.